Okay, so here we go with the eyes. So the first thing that I like to do is I'll take a contour brush, a little small one, and I will go in and I'll get like a rust color or a bronze color, and I'll go in and start making the contours kind of in my eye area where my the bridge of my nose is, and I'll run that down just a little bit. I don't really do a lot of the nose contouring because I've had several nose jobs, and that's the whole point of that is to make small noses. But I will run it down there in the beginning just to give like a little shadow, and over the process of this entire painting process, that line will get lighter and lighter. But I'll start up in the bridge of my nose, in my eyes, and I'll go up. I'll do a little small swooping uh, pattern up into where my actual eyebrow is glued down. And it's going to end right on top of my eyebrow. Now, this may be some of the craziest makeup techniques you guys have ever seen, but it works. It looks crazy when it's going on, but the overall look at the end is really sickening. So, then I'll get a thicker brush, contour brush, and I'll start with a orange or a youth red, and I'll go in the corner of my eye, and then with a thicker one, I'll go at the end of my eye, just putting color on under the eye, and then I'll swoop it out from the outer edge of my eye all the way almost into the hairline. And that gives me like dimension and depth when I start doing the actual dark eye colors themselves. Concentrating the color. I want the color to stand out. And like I said, it's a youth red or a rust, whatever kind of rust you want to use, or an orange. Oranges work well. Rust colors are really nice. Um, and I get it pretty low. I mean, I do dramatic drama makeup for the stage, honey. So this eye pull is being pulled straight out towards, not straight, but in a swooping motion. You'll see how it swoops up, and and it almost kind of follow the direction of the cheek. And here we go. We're gonna bring it on out to the edge of the hairline, and that is my contour for underneath the eyes. And see how wide angled that brush is. Those brushes I get at Walgreens. Your local pharmacy will have them, but Walgreens really has what I use, and they're called Echo Tools. ECOTOOLS. Echo Tools, and I really love them. No, they're not a $50 Mac brush. It's $14 for all four of those brushes, and they really work. At this point, I'll take the smaller of the Echo Tool brushes, and I'll make a line with the rust color right over the end of my actual eyebrow. I can feel my actual eyebrow being glued down, and I go right over the top. That is my actual contour line where I started. Yes, it's 5 miles back from my eyeball, but it's sickening. Bear with me. And I like to make lines. I'll make a line here and a dot here, or a line here and a line there, and then I'll connect the dots. So where we made that earlier, now I'm going to go over. And a lot of girls, and most girls I've ever seen in my whole life, they do round round contour lines. Mine are straight. See, the back line was straight, and now this line from the back line connecting it to the bridge of the nose is straight as well. It's very futuristic, fish. Don't hate. Like I said, this makeups may work for you, they may not. And I can paint about 15 different ways, so there'll be more tutorials coming with lighter makeup and tipping out to the club makeup, tranny makeup. But for now, this is my dramas for the stage so the kids can see me in the back row. See how those lines are straight? They have a little bit of curvature to them so that I don't look like a carpenter with straight lines. But you get the gig. I'll take a I'll take another one of the Echo tools, and like I said before, I don't mix and match my colors on brushes. One brush means one thing, and I'll take the beach colored, and I'll just come down the bridge of my nose and lighten everything up a little bit, keeping it real. This is a fan brush, and it is not by Echo Tools. I've had this brush for about 20 years. But what that does is it's really fine hairs, and it takes off dust from the contour. Back to the wide angled Echo Tools brush. I'll take white eyeshadow, and now I'm dabbing it because as I dab, it goes on really thick and it stays thick. So I like to put it on. I'll dab it on underneath my contour line. And believe it or not, I don't go down all the way over the lid because why? I'm going to paint the lid black. So why would I paint it white? So just paint white where you're going to be seeing white. If all your lid is going to be white, then paint white. I kind of paint so much and so large that I almost have a black lid and a white lid in one painting. Right here, I'll take the smaller contour brush and I'll go in an even darker rust color. Actually, this is still doing the white. Now I'm going above the contour line with the white because that's going to be underneath the eyebrow and above the contour line.